problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. From the gun. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 58 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and start shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. for Ezekiel Elliott. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third.
They'll try and run forward with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb.
81 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, I mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
This is Elliott. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zeke Elliott able to find his way in from a yard out, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Always a pleasure.
Picked picked off at the 24. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Cowboys 28, Bears nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. Third down here.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession's good.